Hello, everybody. Welcome to David and Robby's Watch Party, Season 2, Episode 3. I'm your host, David Loveday, the best commentator in the 2K games. And with me is my co-host and the man who can vouch for that, Robby Tressler.
I can indeed vouch for that. You are a very good commentator, and I'm not even joking when I say that.
So basically what we're talking about here is we have, sometimes these universe simulations where I'm playing it or I'm watching it. And usually I just simulate through the matches, but sometimes, mainly on the one where we're actually going against each other, and we have my superstar versus his superstar, we watch it and I commentate that crap.
Exactly.
And I do a dang good job. Any indie wrestling promotions, if you're looking for commentators,
hire this man.
I have experience behind a desk and in front of a camera. And no, I'm not talking about this show. I have 8 years of TV experience when I was a child.
This man an actor, flexing his acting abilities. Hold on.
Yes, I am. Before we start with the weekend review, the non-sponsored drink of the week, because I found this in Giant a couple days ago, and I tried it, and it was really good, so I bought it again. Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. I did not expect this to be good. I tried it and I was like, holy crap, I need to get more of this. So, drink of the week.
Sponsor us, please.
Huh?
Sponsor us, please. Mountain Dew, if you're watching.
Mountain Dew's not going to sponsor us. They're too big.
Oh, man. You never say no.
Yeah. Although Mountain Dew, I got a question for you. What happened with that pitch black though? What happened with the Mountain Dew pitch black though?
You're right.
Kind of mad that went out before I was born. I kind of want to try that. That was cool. Look cool. I want to know what flavor that was.
Yeah.
I'd probably say this is my second favorite flavor of Mountain Dew.
I think
third favorite flavor of Mountain Dew.
I've only tried, obviously, the original Mountain Dew, and then Code Red, I think it's what it's called.
Okay, so I've tried all of them that are available, except for some of the energy drinks. I haven't tried all of those, but I have tried some of those. But all of these soda flavors that are available, I've had those. And
Mountain Dew,
I kid you not, I have the ranking. I kid you not. So the ranking would be, and I'm going to go through this quickly so we can get started. Ranking would be Livewire, which is the orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Regular, it's still good. It's just not as good as the other. Voltage, which I believe is raspberry, but it's blue. It's blue raspberry. Frostbite. And by the way, this is going from worst to best. I don't know why I'm going down. Frostbite. Spark, which is raspberry lemonade. Flamin' Hot. Code Red. And gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread snap. I'm kidding you not. It tasted like a gingerbread house. Like they got that flavor down pat.
Interesting.
It was the only flavor I haven't tried was the voodoo flavor because it was a Halloween flavor and I wasn't able to buy it at the time.
Oh, I think I tried a Mountain Dew gingerbread one time because we got them around Christmas time.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan.
I love that drink.
Personally,
if I could get that again, I would.
But okay, fair enough.
All right, let's get into this week in wrestling. Dang it, let's get into the weekend review. I don't remember what podcast is this week in wrestling. It's either the Wrestling with Regret one or Scorpio Skies. But either of that, don't sue us.
Please, we couldn't afford what you'd offer or what you'd want from us anyways. So we're
recording this on Zoom.
Exactly.
Zoom is free.
I mean, look at this setup. That isn't even a setup.
Yeah, let's talk about a setup really quickly.
Oh, I set myself up for this one. Oh my
Yes,
god.
you did. So before the show started, this was maybe like 10 minutes ago. Before we started recording, the plaque on his wall over there was actually not his, it was his brother's. And I brought it up. So this man got up, took his headphones off, and switched the plaques. And I just want to say that is great dedication.
It is.
I'm applauding you right now. That was awesome. That was a great way to start this recording session.
And it took me forever to put the other one up on the wall because it didn't want to stay up. So it's just sitting on the floor right now.
The wall?
It's just chilling on the floor. I couldn't get it to stay up. I couldn't get it to stay up, so it's just vibing on the floor now.
Okay,
I'll figure it out when we're done.
Review, but first, some wrestling news. I have two things of wrestling news today. One good, one bad. Let's get the bad one out of the way first, so we can cheer ourselves up with a good one. Yesterday was a very dark day for NXT.
Again.
And again, yes, NXT lost 10 more superstars, whose names I will read out now as soon as I get them up here. How do you spell release? There we go. Shut up. I need a definitive list. I know a few of them, but some of them were
to be fair, only like
only 5 of them were actually on the product.
Yeah, I was gonna say only half of the people there are actually relevant.
Okay, so Dexter Lumis, which I'm pissed off about because I really liked Dexter's character and I liked where they were going with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mad that they let him go, although I am hoping he goes back to TNA as Samuel Shaw.
Let's hope.
Malcolm Bivens. A lot of fans thought he was the weak link of Dynamite. They thought that he was the person that was sort of dragging them. Not saying us, obviously. But there were some fans that I know of. I liked Malcolm Bivens.
I did as well. But
there are some fans and critics, Cornette, that I know of that didn't like Malcolm Bivens. Dakota Kai, which was probably the biggest surprise out of all this, and that's including Dexter Lumis. Dakota Kai was released. She was last seen in a women's title match, where she did lose the match. We assumed that she was going to get called up to the main roster to be with Raquel Rodriguez, but no, they just fired her. So I'm hoping she finds good work on the indies, maybe in another show, possibly AEW. So
let's just real quick cover the fact that she was in NXT for 4 years or so.
Since
4 or 5 years. She held 2 titles, and both of her reigns combined lasted exactly 3 minutes. I mean, not 3 minutes, 3 days and 56 minutes.
Yeah, and let's also bring in the fact here that none of those titles were singles title.
Nope.
She was always a tag team, and these were titles that they brought in 3 years after she was here.
Mm-hmm.
She was there 3 years, and she was given opportunities, but she was always booked to lose.
Yeah.
When given the opportunity at the women's title, which I believe is just sacrilege.
Sacrilege, I tell you.
No, not sacrilege. But it's not right. That's what I'm trying to say. Harlan, which they were really hyping up Parker Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm. The next Brock Lesnar.
Harlan. And then they bring him out as Harlan with Joe Gacy, basically squander him, even though they were hyping him up as like the next coming of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And then they squander him and basically go on with their day. Firing.
Didn't even get to see his full potential.
Yeah. Persia Pirotta, who was the tag member, the best friend and tag team partner of Indy Hartwell, which that's another person that I'm wondering what they're going to do with her now. because she was in a storyline with two of these people.
Man, imagine that. You
Persia.
gotta feel bad for Indy. She
Persia
lost
and
Theory to
Dex.
the main roster. She lost Gargano to, I guess, a baby and not wanting to
He let his
wrestle.
contract expire.
She lost Candice to a child, and now she lost Persia to budget cuts.
Yeah. And Dexter to budget cuts.
Yeah.
Because that was the main storyline on NXT for a long time. It was the Index romance. It was Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. It was a romance, and now they got nothing.
Now she's just there, all alone.
And then we had some other people. Raylan Devine, who I've never seen. Draco Anthony, who I have seen in a couple matches, and I saw potential, but they never let him go into any big matches. He was mainly on 205. I think he was on a couple episodes of Level Up, which is a new show. So, Vish Kanya, Mila Milani, and Blair Baldwin were the other three.
Never heard of him.
So 10 in total, I believe one of them is a referee, actually. So 10 in total. And something tells me we're not going to be done with it. Because I have a feeling they're hitting the main roster next.
Eventually, they're going to have to hit the main roster.
Yeah. Now the good news. WWE's UK pay-per-view that's coming up has a name now. Robby, have you heard about this?
I have.
The name, which gives nothing away about the pay-per-view, but I really like the name and the design that they're using on this, is Clash at the Castle. I'm really hoping it's going to be like a sort of, I want to say King of the Ring style pay-per-view where they have like a tournament there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would love to see like that type of pay-per-view again. Just not anything close to the 1995 one.
Oh, anything but that, please.
Don't say crap. You made me watch it.
I know.
All right, let's get into this week in review. New segment over. Although we are going to start a new segment next week. We talked about this. Quick fire news. I will make a list of all the news, all the prominent news stories that's happened over this week. And we will quick fire that off with our opinions.
Yeah.
Let's not start with Raw. Let's actually do this in order as to when we recorded. Robby, talk to us about Rebellion.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna just get this out of the way now. The only relevant happenings at this pay-per-view were actually 3 title changes. Those being the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship, the women's title, the X Division title, and the Impact World title.
Yeah.
Which is probably what most people were excited about.
All right, so run down the matches for us.
All right, so we're just going to skip the dark matches because those don't really matter. So we got the first match in a triple threat. Steve Macklin, formerly known as Steve Cutler in WWE.
Which I learned about yesterday. Yes.
You're welcome. Defeated Chris Sabin and Jay White. That sounds interesting.
Why was he put in that match?
That's also a great question.
Because I'm pretty sure it was originally just Sabin and White.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you because I don't watch Impact.
Ah, okay. What the heck, Impact?
Well, yeah, what the heck, Impact? What's wrong with you?
Losing viewers.
Yeah. And now the next match was for the Reina de Reinas Championship.
Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie defeated Deonna Purrazzo. So now Deonna Purrazzo just holds 1 title.
So glad she's back in Impact.
And she holds 1 title for now. Unless, spoiler alert, next Wednesday is anything to go off of.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you talk about that.
Uh-oh.
And now the next match is the second title change of the night, where Ace Austin defeated champion Trey Miguel and Mike Bailey, who was a person, that is relevant in wrestling right now, apparently, for the X Division title.
Wait, hang on. You said next Wednesday I get to talk about what that. What show are you talking about?
Dynamite.
That's you.
No, I meant that's happening next Wednesday. And they
Yeah.
announced it on the show this
Okay.
past
You
Wednesday.
said that I get to talk about it.
No,
You were
I
doing
worded,
Dynamite.
I worded that incorrectly. My bad. I meant that you could talk about that the match is happening, not that the actual match itself. That's me. Obviously.
Okay.
That's what I should have said. You could talk about
Okay.
that the match actually exists.
Okay.
Spoiler again. Tomohiro Ishii, who was in Impact for some reason, defeated Jonah, formerly known as Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
And now we got the next match, which was an 8-team elimination challenge for the Impact World Tag Titles, which included, Jordan Grayson, W. Morrissey, also known as Big Cass, for those that didn't know. The major players, the Good Brothers, Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice, Rich Swann and Willie Mack, Honor No More,
I don't care.
Heath and Rhino,
Yay!
and finally the winners, Violent by Design.
I'm just kidding.
The semi-main event for the Knockouts World Championship, Tasha Steelz defeated Rosemary. And now we got the coup de grace, which is probably the only match anyone cared about. Sorry, Impact.
Wait, did you talk about the X Division match?
I did.
Which one was that?
Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel, Mike Bailey.
Thank you. Okay, keep going.
And now we got the coup de grace. Josh Alexander has finally reclaimed the Impact World title over Moose after a literally 6-month journey. The first time he won it was at Bound for Glory in October of last year. He lost it about 5 minutes later to Moose. And after about 6 months of less struggle, he is world champion again, and he's actually going to have a long, drawn-out reign, hopefully.
Hopefully.
So we shall see where that goes.
Lose it at the next Impact.
I mean, he probably could. Who knows?
Impact needs ratings. So, all right. No shows on Sunday, I believe.
Nope.
So let's talk about Raw. This was a very eventful episode. I just want to get that out of the way. We had some returns. We'll talk about that. We had a women's title match. Here we go. The first segment. This was also the 20-year anniversary for Randy Orton in WWE. Cannot believe he's been there for 20 years. That is awesome.
Very.
Randy, they played a package for him. I believe they played it on the show. I know they played it on YouTube. They put a package on there for him, and near the end of the package, he's actually talking about how he's having fun and how he's having fun with Riddle right now and how he doesn't want that team to break up. And I'm really happy that he's having fun now, because if he's not having fun, that team's going to split up. And I don't want that team to split up.
RK Bro is the best part of Raw, no cap.
Yeah. Bianca Belair and Sonya Deville. This was the Raw Women's Championship match. Sonya Deville somehow got a title match. Whoever booked that needs to get fired.
Yes.
Talking about the writers, not kayfabe. Obviously, Bianca retained. I don't think anyone was thinking Sonya was going to win this match. There were a couple fake outs. Zelina and Carmella came out to help her. But the EST, Bianca Belair, relinquished Zelina, Carmella, and Sonya Deville with a KOD to win and retain her title. This got a C. Veer versus Sam Smothers and Omos versus Bobby Lashley are in the same category here. Veer versus Sam Smothers. It's not it was a squash match. Sam Smothers is another local talent. This is how they've booked all their monster characters. They've had them beat up these local talents leading up to a feud against probably a smaller guy. With Veer, I'm thinking Rey Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio, given he came out on his first week and attacked them.
And he sent Dom off in a stretcher. So, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of inevitable now.
Although, I will say, I really like Veer's submission. I do like the cervical clutch. I mean, that looks brutal.
It actually looked like it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, that's an awesome move. Omos and Bobby Lashley, arm wrestling match. Lashley won the arm wrestling match. This is the second arm wrestling match he's won because he also beat Braun Strowman in an arm wrestling match. But then Lashley gets beat up by Omos. Very predictable. Yeah, nothing else to say about it. It was just a very predictable thing. C- on that one. Reggie and Dana Brooke versus Tamina and Akira Tozawa. This was 24/7 title nonsense.
Because of course it was.
This got an F on Bleacher Report.
Yikes.
Yeah, Tamina and Tozawa won, but then the 24/7 title nonsense started happening. R-Truth actually got in on it this time instead of helping out Dana Brooke again. Yeah, he's not an entertaining part of the show. Becky Lynch and Asuka return. Becky Lynch, her new character. She's crazy. She's talking crazy. She's walking around like just shifting her eyes left to right. She's acting like a crazy person, saying that no one will be able to beat her when she gets her title back. She said, she literally, this is how it goes. She says, I will beat up Bianca Belair. I will beat up Charlotte. I will beat up Sonya Deville. No one will be able to do.
And she was so shook.
Yeah, and yes, we did see the return of Asuka after, I believe her last appearance was Money in the Bank 2021.
I think so.
And yeah, so Asuka returns, and basically she brought back her "No one is ready for Asuka" catchphrase, which I thought was really fun. But she basically calls out Becky. It looks like we're gonna have that match either at Backlash or at a later pay-per-view. Backlash we will talk about when we get to SmackDown because I have something to say about it. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Overall, not a bad match. Very, very, I wouldn't say boring. I'd say regular. Very regular matchup. Both men worked their butts off in this match. I will say that. They worked hard in this match. This got a B-. It was a solid match. Priest's new finisher.
He has a new finisher?
Yeah, he's not using the Reckoning anymore. He has a new finisher. They're calling it Final Reckoning. It actually has two new finishers. One is he only has one. The huge choke slam isn't one of his new finishers. You remember Bobby Lashley's flatliner? Where he lifts him up, then hits the flatliner?
Yes.
That's his new finisher.
Lame.
It's not as good as the Reckoning. They're calling it Final Reckoning. Yeah, I don't like it. I think they should bring his finisher back. They should never let him stop using the Reckoning, even though I know why he stopped. It's because he's on the same show as Cody Rhodes.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
And it's the same move as the Crossroads. Even to the point where he sort of jerks him to the side and then does it. Just like Cody did. Or does. So yeah. The Miz versus Mustafa Ali. He's back. I hate his new theme.
Me too.
However, the match was good. I really hope Ali gets a U.S. title shot soon. I really hope he wins it because I don't like Theory. B+. And in the main event, Cody Rhodes, Ezekiel, and RK Bro versus Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Usos. The jux of this match: RKO, RKO, RKO.
And also, I would like to point out Ezekiel in the main event of Raw.
Ezekiel in the main event of Raw, exactly. Looking like the
Yay.
Ultimate Warrior. I'm sorry, but he is.
Okay.
This man, he came out with the tassels on his arm.
What's his? Oh wait, never mind. I already know what his theme's like. This man.
They gave him a somewhat new theme. Actually, it's more of a slower type theme.
Whew.
I think they gave it to him last week though during the lie detector test segment.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, so at the end of the match, everyone was trying to hit Randy, and everyone on Randy's team was helping him just hit RKO after RKO. And it was a sight to see. It was a great match. It got a B+. I really think it should be an A-, but that's just me. Yeah. So overall, not a bad episode of Raw. It sort of was not good at the beginning, but then it sort of sped up and got better towards the end, which really should be 2 hours, but not going to talk about that. NXT. Let's do NXT now. I do not want the WWE.com. I want the results.
Let's see the results.
NXT 2.0. I hate that they're still calling it that. Just call it NXT.
Let's just go back to like, what is it, 2018? Please and thank you.
Black and gold.
Exactly.
2018 NXTs are great. I'm actually watching through those.
Good.
First match, Nikita Lyons versus Lash Legend. There were some noticeable botches in this match. But other than those botches, it was fine, I guess. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good match. The botches were notable, to say the least. I mean, they missed moves. So yeah, this got a D. But yeah, they missed moves. They freaking. This was a rematch, actually. The first time they fought, it was fun. This one was not. Honestly, I don't like Lash Legend. I like her character, but she needs a lot more training in the ring, in my opinion. Now, let's just put this out there now. We are not critics.
We're not.
In the slightest. We are two super fans who decided it would be fun to start a show.
Pretty much, yeah.
In this super fan's opinion, Lash Legend needs more work in her in-ring. I mean, she's had this match and that awful match with Saray. So, yeah. Tony D'Angelo versus Von Wagner. Robby, I need to know, what's your opinion on the Von Wagner character?
Honestly, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know if I've stated this before, but he looks like a cross between Edge and Great Khali. It's not okay.
You've never said that before. That's awesome.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. He looks like a cross between Edge and Great Khali.
That is awesome. And then Tony D'Angelo, he's a mobster. They're trying to bring back like the new generation characters.
He's the Don.
He's the Don, yes. This got a D+, so slightly better than the first match. I mean, this is what this says. This is quoted from Bleacher Report. It was bad enough that NXT retconned Wagner's suspension. Wagner was suspended.
For what?
I don't remember. I don't watch NXT 2.0 that much.
Fair enough.
Which I would say we shouldn't be doing the show if we don't watch the shows, but there are a lot of other reviewers who don't watch the weekly content now.
That's true. A lot of people that do results on dirt sheets, they don't watch the shows either. They just look at the results online and then post them on the dirt sheets.
And a lot of YouTube reviewers do that too. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to get sued, but
exactly.
Grayson Waller ruins Nathan Frazier's debut. Sorry, Nathan Frazier's debut and pays for it. Honestly, the best thing about Grayson Waller for me is that stunner. The stunner he hits, because I love the fact that he doesn't even start on the apron.
Yes.
Man is like 5 feet away from the ring. He runs in, jumps through the ropes, and hits a stone. It is beautiful. But so yeah, Nathan Frazier did not debut in a match. Instead, it was yeah, Grayson Waller came out, basically beat the crap out of Frazier. I think he beat the crap out of him. Maybe just mocked him.
Same thing.
He mocked him. Katana Chance and Caden Carter versus Valentina Feroz and Yulissa Leon. Katana Chance is Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah.
Why do you change name? Casey Catanzaro had a reputation not only in WWE, she was on American Ninja Warrior.
Now,
That's what I found her.
to give her credit, she might have chosen her name, as well as Kaylee Ray, as well as Alba Fire. But also, if you're not aware, katana is a sword used by ninjas.
I know.
Casey Catanzaro competed on American Ninja Wars, so it kind of fits. I feel like she
Okay.
definitely would keep my distance from you.
Sorry, I cut you off mid-sentence. Say that sentence again.
I'll say, oh, it's not important.
You were talking about American Ninja Warrior and stuff.
Oh yeah, she was a former American Ninja Warrior competitor, and she's named after a sword that ninjas use. So there you go.
Okay,
Katana
fine, but
Chance.
still, I don't think they should have changed her name at all because honestly, she did have that American Ninja Warrior background, and honestly, I think they should have leaned on that. To be honest,
That's true, and also I feel, even though the name might be related to her past achievements, just looking at her and seeing that name, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
There's got to be minus. So the action was fine. Really, WWE announced the first ever women's breakout tournament as well on this. So, like the NXT breakout tournament, we will finally be seeing a women's edition of that. I can't wait to see who's participating in that.
I like it.
Legado del Fantasma versus Josh Briggs and Fallon Henley. This is a mixed tag match.
Mm-hmm.
It was Briggs and Henley versus Electra Lopez and I believe Raul Mendoza. Who won this match? I think Legado won this match.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, there's got to be. Solo Sikoa versus Trick Williams. I'll tell you what, I like Solo Sikoa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him on the Indies. I like him now. I see a lot of potential. I really hope that they bring him up to the bloodline soon.
That would be so cool.
And I heard about this. I heard this on another YouTube channel, so I'm not taking any credit for this. Have him be the NXT extension of the bloodline.
He could start his own bloodline. There you go.
Exactly. I would like to see that. But Solo Sikoa, his super kick is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he kicked Cameron Grimes' head off his shoulder. Oh, here we go. Edris Enofe and Malik Blade versus the returning Viking Raiders.
Ooh.
They returned to NXT. It was basically a squash match. But I would love to see that. And turns out they're setting up Viking Raiders versus Creed Brothers. I would love to see that.
Creed Brothers without Malcolm Bivens by their side
I
should be
wanna see how that
interesting.
goes.
Should be very interesting.
Mandy Rose versus Roxanne Perez. This was, I believe, for the women's title. Rose wins. This got an A-. I like Roxanne Perez. I liked her as Roxy better, but I do like what they're doing with her character right now. So, and if we are having that women's breakout tournament, put her in the tournament.
Have her win the whole thing.
Sure.
Why don't you?
And that was the main event match, but the main event segment was that Joe Gacy basically he told the world that he will be the next NXT champion. I really don't care. I like both these wrestlers. I like Gacy and I like Braun Breaker. I like Braun Breaker a little more, but I do like Gacy. So
I don't really care which way it goes.
yeah. This guy's C+. Although now we have Gacy without Harlan.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. We shall see how that goes.
All right, Robby, your turn.
Alrighty, so we are moving on to AEW Dynamite.
Woohoo!
Get hyped in the chat. Alrighty. First up, we got an Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament qualifier. Dax Harwood versus Cash Wheeler. FTR splitting up and fighting one night only. And apparently the match was very, very good from what I've seen. And Harwood won with a inside cradle, which I'm honestly a little surprised about because I thought Cash was going to win. And this got a B+. Okay. And right after the match, it was confirmed that at Double or Nothing, we will see the World Championship defended. Adam Page versus CM Punk.
Yes.
That should be a really good match.
That's going to be a great match.
So I'm very excited for that. Very excited. And now we got a quick little match here. Blackpool Combat Club versus The Factory. The BCC won. Very, very, very simple. That got a C+. And Wheeler Yuta went over because it's Wheeler Yuta. And now we got next match. Lance Archer versus Wardlow. This was very intriguing to me. But I also did not expect to finish. I believe it took 4 powerbombs from Wardlow.
4 powerbombs.
And Wardlow won the match quite handily as well.
He was kicked out of the blackout.
Mm-hmm. And that got to be. And now we have a segment with the Jericho Appreciation Society. And they were just... Oh, they were in ring with Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, and they were just verbally assaulting each other, basically.
Yeah.
That got a C, which I guess makes sense. Philly street fight between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. Serena, even though she won the match, after the match, she did not look like the winner. Her face was, looked like pain. Very interesting. She had like a massive bruise right under her right eye. It was not pretty. But that gotta be. So that is not bad. And now we got this massive match. Okay, yeah, one more match after this. We got
match of massivity.
We got a 10-man tag match. We got the Undisputed Elite, Adam Cole, Young Bucks, and Red Dragon versus Dante Martin, Varsity Blondes, Lee Johnson, and Brock Anderson.
I wonder who won that one.
Gosh, I have no idea. Yeah, it was the Undisputed Elite, obviously.
Yeah.
And that got a C. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
And apparently, right after the match, there was a little backstage segment involving the Jericho Appreciation Society attacking Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston. And Jericho threw a fireball into Eddie Kingston's face.
Uh-oh.
Bro, what do you think this is? The 80s? Hold up.
Fireball. No, he thinks it's WWE.
Apparently, yeah, but I guess it makes sense. He's a sports entertainer.
He thinks it's sports entertainment.
Might as well. I know we got the main event, which I'm not gonna lie, I guess because I'm not watching AEW weekly, I did not see this outcome coming. Ladder match for the TNT Championship. Sammy Guevara
Shut up.
versus Scorpio Sky. And this match went pretty well, as expected. Apparently, there's a barbed wire ladder introduced for some reason. Whether it was necessary or not, who knows?
It was not.
And also, this match involved a very scary spot for Mr. Samuel Guevara. He did a Phoenix 630, I want to say.
What?
It was like a Phoenix Splash and a 630 mixed together.
I need to look at that.
He did
Again.
off the ladder onto a standing Scorpio Sky, and he pretty much missed him.
Oh my god.
He was up the ladder. He gave this massive move to Scorpio. He didn't even give it to Scorpio Sky. He gave it to the ring canvas. How he's still walking today, I have no clue, because that looked like, excuse me, sir, how are you alive? But in the end,
yeah.
Continue.
Oh no, I was saying, I was gonna say something after you announced the winner.
Okay, but in the end, finally, once all the smoke cleared, we have another two-time TNT champion, and his name is Scorpio Sky, and that got a C.
So that was the ending here. I've been looking at online comments and stuff like that. This was a very controversial result. Because people think that AEW not knowing what to do with the TNT title are basically hot potatoing it.
Yeah.
I saw one comment that made me laugh. It said, "Congratulations to Scorpio Sky, the two-time 24/7 champion." And I looked at the title. I was like, "Yeah, that tracks." Okay.
I mean, yeah, you just slap a 24/7 sticker on it, and boom, there you go.
But I do think that they need to give someone a longer reign with the title right now, so they can avoid accusations that they're just hot potatoing it at this point, because they don't really know what to do with it.
Just give it to a new person. Have them hold it for like 6 months.
Give it to someone who can be credible with it, and have them hold it. I mean, crap. I'll even say it right now because he's actually credible right now. Give it to Daniel Garcia.
Exactly. Or if you really want to, because you completely crapped on this man's win at Revolution, give it to Wardlow.
Give it to Wardlow.
Come on.
All right. MLW. I said the report was coming back. Technically, it is. We didn't have a weekly show this week. We had Intimidation Games. Now, as it stands right now, I have the wiki up, but it's 11 matches. They only showed 2 on the YouTube show. The other matches were slated for episodes of MLW Fusion. So with that being said, I'm only going to talk about those 2 matches. The first match out of the 2 was a trios match. It was Strange Sangre, which was Erez, Gino Medina, and Mini Abismo Negro. Negro. versus enemies, Casey Navarro and Microman.
Microman.
Think of Hornswoggle, but smaller.
I was going to say, gosh, I wonder how tall he is.
I mean, it's the same as Mini Abismo Negro. So both these matches had mini wrestlers.
I can
Both
tell.
those teams had mini wrestlers. Strange Songber won. It was a fine trios match. It was pretty good. Very standard. There was some funny spots, I will say. But yeah, standard match. And then the other match that they showed was the world title triple threat, which I think was a really good match. It was Alexander Hammerstone versus Jacob Fatu, no longer part of contract after what happened at War Chamber. He lost the match and he turned on contract. Versus the person who was actually representing Contra in this match, Mads Kruger, who's a big man. And he wears like a really scary mask that I really like. But Hammerstone retains one. So yeah, Hammerstone retains here. And he's being set up for a match with Richard Holiday after Richard Holiday and Alicia Atout turned heel on him. Holiday had a very brief face run, and Alicia Atout, who's not even a wrestler, she's an interviewer. She's been a face since she got to the company because she's always been the unbiased interviewer. She has an interview with Hammerstone. She's Richard Holiday's actual girlfriend. Start with that here. She has an interview with Holiday. She pretends her mic isn't working, asks for another one, and then goes behind him and freaking low blows him with the mic. And that sets up an attack by Richard Holiday. So we are going to see Richard Holiday versus Alexander Hammerstone very soon. So yeah, that's going to be a good match. All right, I believe next up is also me, SmackDown, and then Rampage, and then we get on with the rest of the show. This is basically going to be like a SmackDown lightning round, even though because there's actually not that much to say about it. This one, it was a very blah show. It was meh. Like there were some good spots, but it was meh. So we started with the steel cage match. McIntyre and Sami Zayn. McIntyre finally wins over Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn cannot run away this time. So yeah, it was a good match. Just got beat. Happy talk. I really don't care because I don't like Happy Corbin at all. And then the IC title was on the line as Ricochet took on Shanky. Shanky, I believe he turned face. Correct?
Looked like it.
So yeah, Shanky turns face. But Ricochet still retains. Thank the Lord.
God. Thank God.
Thank God. Happy Talk got a C+. The match got a C. Raquel Rodriguez debuted, and I would like to give her a new nickname because I was watching a video and I realized their gimmicks are the same. That is Raquel Maivia.
Happy Raquel.
Raquel Maivia.
Oh, Lord.
And then the most eventful thing that happened, the contract signing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are no longer having a title unification match. So basically the brand split is still going to be there. No Raw tag team and SmackDown tag team title unification. Now it's going to be a 6-man tag match. Nothing on the line.
Yeah.
It's going to be Drew with RK Bro versus the Bloodline. Honestly, I don't like it because I think they were building this match up for so long. Bro.
They were. They really were.
And now to take it away? What is that?
A week and a half before the pay-per-view, too.
Yeah, what is that? Naomi and Shayna Baszler, and then we had the latest in the New Day / Sheamus and Ridge Holland feud. Naomi and Shayna, I didn't watch it. They need more talent in the women's division. They need just more time for the women's division.
They do.
And then the New Day match. Butch is gone. It's not a match, it's a segment. Butch is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I'm gonna say I don't like the name change, but I kind of like the Butch character. I do like the loose cannon gimmick that they're giving him, like they gave Brian Pillman. But we both talked about this. Don't have Butch pull out a gun.
Please don't.
For those of you who don't know, I think that's my catchphrase now. For those of you who don't know, watch. Was it Raw or SmackDown?
It was Raw.
Watch Raw in 1997. You'll see what we're talking about. And then the beat the clock, I quit challenge. Shotzi basically got squished. Let's just start with that. She fought Ronda and she lost in 1 minute and 41 seconds, which gave Charlotte and Aaliyah the time to beat 1 minute and 41 seconds. Props to Aaliyah for actually making it 1 minute and 41 seconds and having Charlotte actually not win this.
Yes, sir.
Because I will say, I like Aaliyah. I like her character. I like her in the ring. She has a record. She has a Guinness World Record for the shortest match in history.
Mm-hmm.
So, which you can take what you want from that. You can say that they're taking away time from the women's division. but oh yeah, and let's also talk about Drew freaking Gulak. Got attacked by Charlotte again.
Again.
What is this coming to? What is the storyline? Where and when is this going to culminate?
Drew, what did you do to Vince? What did you do to deserve this?
Drew, did your partner go to AEW? Because it seems like you're going through a lot of tables. But so yeah, Drew Gulak gets the crap beat out of him again. I really hope they do something better with him than just having freaking Charlotte beat him up every week.
And Ronda, for that matter.
And Ronda, yes. But
Drew Gulak gonna freaking attack Charlotte, lock in the Dragon Sleeper. Charlotte's gonna quit. Let's go. Imagine.
He's gonna be the deciding factor in that I quit match.
Imagine if that actually happens now.
Let's not imagine that. All right, come on, speed round, Rampage, let's go.
Alrighty, so fortunately there was only 4-5 matches. It wasn't much. Let's just get this out of the way. Oh, and Hart Foundation tournament qualifying match: Darby Allin versus Strickland. It was a pretty good match. Darby Allin won with, I believe it's called The Last Supper.
The Last Supper, and I really like that.
It is. It's a good move, even if it's just a pin. It's a good move. Match 2, nobody really cares. It's the baddies, Jade Cargo, Kiera Hogan, and Red Velvet, who are a team, and Red Velvet is a heel.
Yeah, they've been noting that. Yes,
I've been paying attention clearly. Versus defeated Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, and Trish Adora. Keith Lee defeated.
Adora.
That should be our new theme song. That should she should come out to that as her entrance music. Or that should be a catchphrase. Stick it on a t-shirt, why don't you?
The heels give her that catchphrase.
Imagine.
Who are we facing? Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, and Adora.
Okay. Moving on. We got another short match. This is pretty much just filler. Keith Lee versus Colton Gunn. Keith Lee won. Duh. Danhausen came out and called out Hook. But Mark Sterling and Tony Nese came out and attacked both of them, which caused Hook and Danhausen to very briefly team up and take out the heels, even though Hook is a heel himself. And if they ever become a team, Hookhausen. It's a great name, suggested by the crowd, the people in the building.
I could see Danhausen suggesting that. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, probably. It would make sense. And now we got the main event of Rampage. Samoa Joe versus Trent Beretta for the ROH World Television Championship. Samoa Joe
Such a-
wins. He did. That was pretty funny. I saw that. That was
Such a
funny.
win.
Joe won with his cookie in a clutch, basically.
And it would have been really cool if it wasn't leaked on TikTok a day early.
Yes.
At least for me. So yeah, that was the week in review. Overall, an eventful week. Let's just get that out of the way. It was very eventful. Whether you take that as good or bad is up to you. I have basically lost hope for Backlash, but we will see what happens.
I never had hope to begin with, so
Even for the unification match?
nope.
Oh wow, okay. I see where your priorities are at.
Yeah, work and not watching.
Yeah, true. Okay, don't say that because you watched Mania Night 2 at your job.
Yeah, that's because it was Mania. I'm not gonna miss that. But Mania Backlash, maybe.
Maybe. Hey, we can say anything we want. At least there's no zombies.
Yeah, thank God. No more zombies, please.
All right, it's time for the personal wrestling question. Honestly, I didn't have a question coming into this. However, I do have one now. In your opinion, best, worst, overrated, and underrated wrestling stipulations?
Oh. Oh. All right, so my best would probably have to be excluding the few bad matches and the fact that it's now got its own pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
Is my personal favorite. The worst.
That's respectable. Yeah.
Oh God,
The worst. Take your pick.
Exactly. I was gonna say, take your pick. There's plenty of them.
I have three for my worst. I have a three-way tie.
I do have a few, so I'm gonna name them all off because I can't pick.
Okay.
Blindfold match.
Uh-huh.
Chamber of Horrors match. I know that was WCW, but it was awful.
Yeah.
Kettle from Hell. That's an obvious. Punjabi Prison.
Okay,
that's all I can think of right now. That's all I can think of right now. But
Punjabi Prison.
I'm sure there's more. Overrated. Extreme Rules, no doubt. Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
There's no need because like, if you just do a regular no disqualification match. Oh.
I just remembered the Extreme Rules match that we watched last night. The Rock versus Samoa Joe in 2K17, where all they pulled out was a sledgehammer and they didn't even use it.
The most unextreme Extreme Rules match. Oh Lord. But as I was saying, it doesn't really matter if the stipulation is Extreme Rules or not, because you could just do no disqualification and boom, exactly. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
It's literally the same thing.
That also goes for no holds barred.
That's true. And you could technically say falls count anywhere, except the only difference between those is the fall can count literally anywhere. But you could still use weapons and things like that. Or a street fight, again, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, underrated?
Ooh. Now, I know this is technically a match type of a different variety.
Okay.
But because it happened once, and it was really good, surprisingly.
Okay.
WLC.
Okay, I'll accept that.
WLC. I know it's just TLC, but smaller.
It was funny.
But it was funny. It was really good.
Okay, so my best is the Royal Rumble, minus a few of the actual matches that happen, but the concept of it. And the fact that you can look at that concept and then see other promotions that have tried to copy that crap. New and independent. I mean,
Yep.
big and independent. I mean, I've been to independent promotion shows and I've seen it. And honestly, they didn't do a bad job at copying them. They were pretty good. But worst, I got 4. 2 of them are from TNA.
Oh yeah.
So the on a pole match, specifically the Judy Bagwell one.
Judy Bagwell.
Because I was forced to watch that one by myself.
And I'm pretty sure, was that on the one WCW show that we watched together? Yeah.
That was on New Blood.
That wasn't fun.
No, it was not. But I forced myself and him to watch it.
And I still
because
hate
it was
him
my
for it.
turn to pick the show and I picked that one. My other one's Punjabi Prison because he forced me to watch that one.
You're welcome.
The other 2, the Reverse Battle Royal and the King of the Mountain.
Yeah, that
It's so convoluted, bro. You
it's
penalties,
really
you got
dumb.
pinfalls, you got hanging up a title. So
yes.
convoluted.
In order to win the match, you have to hang a title to grab it back down again.
Yeah.
And cut up the Reverse Battle Royal. You have to climb into the ring and not climb out of it.
And for the King of the Mountain, first you have to be eligible to grab the title by pinning someone.
Yeah.
And if you get pinned, you have to be put in a freaking penalty box. What is that?
And if multiple people get put into the box, it's like your own little mini steel cage match, except you can't get out.
Exactly.
It's like multiple match types rolled into one, and it sucks.
Underrated. I'm gonna go underrated before I go overrated. Underrated, probably, in my opinion. This is only my opinion because I've seen really good ones. Probably a lumberjack match.
Not including the zombie lumberjack match.
Not including that one, no. But if they do it right, that's where I was going. If they do it right, it can be a really good match. If they do it wrong, we get Backlash 2021.
That's true.
And then, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, to be fair, it does kind of suck that every lumberjack match, always involves the lumberjacks fighting. But yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them have been good.
Underrated is anything that's basically a no DQ match, like you said. It's all the same thing. That includes the street fights. The I guess we could also include Monsters Ball into that from TNA.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, basically anything that it's no DQ, but you have to pin your opponent in the ring. It's just a no DQ match. Just call it that. We don't need these extra names to make it feel better.
That's true.
We're gonna like the match if it's good. if you got a good match, don't put makeup on a pig.
Exactly.
That's what we say in culinary school. Don't put makeup on a pig to make it look better.
It's still a pig.
It's still a pig. And pork and bacon is good.
Yeah.
Anyways, so although I will say we did have a really good sauce for those pork chops that we made in my culinary school. It was a cherry brandy sauce. It was really good. Okay, let's hop into some games here. Honestly, this is another week where I don't know what games we're playing.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's been since we played this one on this show anyways.
Go.
Guess the pay-per-view.
We played that last week.
No, we did guess the wrestler.
How we did both.
No,
Okay.
we did not.
Sure.
We-
We'll play Guess the PPV, then we'll play something else. Probably Guess the Wrestler.
Yeah, probably. It's a good game. Why not?
Actually, let's do 3 games, and we're gonna cut Guess the PPV down to like only a few each because the second game we're only gonna do 1 turn each. You'll understand why when I say what it is.
Oh, I have an idea.
What do you think it is?
Is it wrestling trivia?
No. It's-
Oh, okay.
So I will say what it is after we'll do 3 pay-per-views each. Cool.
All right.
So to determine who guesses first, this is for guessing first, not for pulling one up first. Robbie, call it.
Eds.
You're guessing. It's heads, so you get to guess first. So let me pull up a pay-per-view here. See, this is hard to do now because we've done so many.
That is true. But at the same time, because we've done so many, we've also
Remember to
forgotten
suck.
a lot. And that's true. Yeah. So we
Okay.
shall.
I am ready when you are.
All right.
First match, there were no pre-show or dark matches. First match, Mankind versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley in a steel cage match.
SummerSlam
right.
97.
That's actually correct. Sorry if y'all can hear buzzing in the background. I'm downstairs and stuff's happening upstairs. But yeah, that's correct. It's SummerSlam 97.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So actually, we're not going to count that towards my 3. You got it so quickly. So you take technically the first one here.
All right.
I need to pick one that's not a. Well, here we go. I have my next one. We will get to that when we get to that.
I got my first one. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, first match. The APA. Oh, this is a dark match, by the way.
Okay.
The APA versus Chris Kanyon and Hugh Morris.
Okay, so this is 2001.
Yes, sir.
Is it Invasion?
No.
Okay. Next match.
Billy Kidman versus Scotty 2 Hotty for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship.
This also on the dark match?
Yes, that's the dark match.
Next match.
First match on the actual card.
Okay.
The Hardy Boys versus the Hurricane and Lance Storm for the WCW Tag Team titles.
Crap, I can't remember names. Unforgiven. Let's go with that.
Nope.
Next match.
Test versus Kane.
This is a big 4.
Nope.
Okay. Money in the Bank. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's Judgment Day.
Nope.
Next match.
Tori Wilson versus Stacy Keibler.
No mercy.
Yeah, that's right. I was just waiting to see how long it would take.
I should just start saying that one first again.
You should.
All right, I have mine. Are you ready?
I am ready.
My first one out of 3, technically. First one. These first 3 matches were recorded for Sunday Night Heat.
Oh boy, we're going
Val
way back.
Venus versus Joey Abs.
Next match.
The Godfather versus Meat.
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 Is this 1999?
Yes. I just want to see who Meat was Sean Stasiak.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking about it. I like that.
And Meat
that
was
sounds
also
familiar.
accompanied by Jacqueline and Terry Rollins.
Alrighty. Moving on. Next match.
Christian versus Viscera.
Next match.
And this is the first match on the actual card. Jeff Jarrett versus Edge for the Intercontinental title.
Armageddon.
No.
Next match.
The Acolytes versus the Hardy Boys for the WWF Tag Team titles.
Judgment Day.
No.
Next match.
D'Lo Brown versus Midian for the European title.
Please don't tell me this is a big four.
It's not a big four.
Thank God. Screw it. No mercy.
No.
Okay.
I'm crazy, not stupid.
Oh.
Big Boss Man versus Al Snow for the hardcore title. No, it's not the Kennel of Hell. Kennel of Hell match.
Well, even if it was, I can't remember what match that show took. What show that?
What match
took place
that
on.
show took place?
What match where that show took show match? Yes. Next match.
Big Show versus Kane with Hardcore Holly as special guest ref. That threw him for a loop.
Insurrection?
No.
Next match.
Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman in an Iron Circle match.
That sounds cool.
What is an Iron Circle match? Hang on. I want to see what this is. Oh, it doesn't show me. Okay, hang on. Iron Circle match. Oh, they were surrounded by cars. Out in the field. It's kind of cool. It's basically a very early version of a cinematic match.
Alrighty. Backlash.
No.
Okay.
Road Dogg and X-Pac versus Billy Gunn and Chyna for the rights to D-Generation X.
Rebellion?
No. You got 2 matches left.
Oh no. Okay.
Triple H versus The Rock in a strap match to determine the #1 contender to the WWF title.
Unforgiven.
No.
Oh,
Main event.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker in a first blood match for the WWF title.
I don't know what pay-per-views I'm missing that aren't a big four.
You give up, just say it.
Did I say fully loaded?
No, you did not.
Okay, fully loaded.
And that is correct.
Okay.
I almost screwed myself up because the strap match is actually called a fully loaded strap match.
That would have really given me
I saw it
away.
and I was like, not saying that. Okay. All right, pull up your second one. Tell me when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right. First match, please.
This is the first match on the card. Legion of Doom versus Owen Hart and the British Bulldog for the tag titles.
Is this a dark match?
No.
So there were no dark matches.
Nope.
Okay. 1998.
Nope.
7.
Yep.
Okay. Next match.
Savio Vega, Crush Farouk, JC Ice, Wolfie D, D'Lo Brown, and Clarence versus. Oh, never mind. He was with all these people. I was gonna be like, holy crap, that's a wild handicap match. I didn't see the parentheses. It's just Savio Vega versus Rocky Maivia, but Savio Vega's got like 50 people with him.
Okay, who the heck is Clarence?
I don't No,
This
we're gonna
man
see.
said
Oh,
Clarence.
His
Also,
name is
JC
Clarence
Ice.
Mason. His name is
Still don't-
Clarence Mason.
Who is JC Ice? Is that Jonathan Coachman?
No, his name is James Dundee.
Don't know who that is. Okay.
And he also had a different name called Sweet Daddy Patty. What a name!
All right. Please tell me this isn't a big four.
It is not.
Okay, good. 1997. Is this one night stand?
No.
All right, next match.
Jesse James versus Rockabilly.
Ground Zero.
No.
All right, next match.
The Undertaker versus Mankind for the WWF Championship.
No, that match happened in 98. Wait, no, it didn't. King of the Ring?
Nope.
Next match.
All right, this is the main event
Already?
already. This is not a long pay-per-view. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart to determine the number one contender for the WWF Championship.
Yeah, no.
You're giving it up?
Yeah, I'm giving up.
Alrighty, it was In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker.
Okay. That sounds like a bad show.
It does. It is.
All right, well, I have my next one.
Alrighty.
First match was a dark match. Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. We jumping in time.
This is 2008?
Yeah.
Ugh. Next match.
First match on the actual card. Jeff Hardy versus Umaga. Falls Count Anywhere.
Ooh. Great American
Monday.
Bash.
Nope.
Next
We
match.
watched that one.
Right. I
We
forgot.
watched that one and The Bash from 2009.
That's true.
Next match.
Yes, next match.
Big Show versus Chavo Guerrero, CM Punk, John Morrison, and Tommy Dreamer in a Singapore cane match to determine the number one contender for the ECW Championship at Night of Champions.
Cyber Sunday?
No.
Hmm.
Next match.
Next match.
John Cena versus JBL in a First Blood match.
Ooh. Ooh.
I would like to point out that the only regular singles match is the dark match.
I think I remember this match where John Cena tried to severely injure this man. Judgment Day?
No.
Okay, never mind. Next match.
Beth Phoenix versus Melina in I Quit match.
Unforgiven.
No.
Next match.
Batista versus Shawn Michaels in a stretcher match.
No Way Out.
Nope.
What the heck? Okay, next match.
Triple H versus Randy Orton, last man standing for the WWE title.
Backlash.
No.
Next match.
Main event. Edge versus Undertaker in a TLC match for the vacant World Heavyweight title.
Don't tell me it's No Mercy.
It's not No Mercy.
Oh, okay. I swear to God, this sounds familiar, but I can't remember. I
It
ran
is-
out of pay-per-view names.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's the last edition of One Night Stand.
I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. Honestly, I thought that ended in 2007. That's why I never said it. I thought 2007 was
It
the last
ended in
one.
2008. That's
Dang it.
the Hardy Umaga match is the one where they show the clip all the time. Hardy jumping off that freaking truck, doing a swanton.
Is
off the
that where
truck.
that came from?
Yes, that is where
Dang.
that came from.
Jeez. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Your last pay per view, and I'll pull up my last one, and we're gonna start with the game that I'm not telling you.
Already fair. That's fair. It's not fair, but it's fair. No, just kidding. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go a little bit more forward in time just to get to this new game a little faster. Are you ready?
Yep.
First match is the dark pre-show match. Excuse me. Sheamus versus Damian Sandow.
2013.
Yes.
Next match.
First match on the actual card. Oh, this might give it away. Oh crap! I didn't even realize that. Well, screw it.
You want to change your pay-per-view?
No, we'll just go with it.
Okay.
It's fine. Curtis Axel versus Wade Barrett versus The Miz for the IC title.
Actually, that doesn't give it away.
Oh,
But I want to say Night of Champions.
nope.
All right, next match.
AJ Lee versus Caitlyn for the Divas title.
This isn't a big four, is it?
Nope.
Thank God. Okay. Yeah, next match.
Dean Ambrose versus Kane for the US title.
No Way Out.
Nope.
Next match.
Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This is not Night of Champions, right?
Nope.
That said Night of Champions. Okay. Extreme Rules.
Nope.
Next match.
If this was Extreme Rules, this would be the most unextreme Extreme Rules match pay-per-view ever.
You could be hiding stipulations. I don't know.
Well, I'm definitely not. Next match, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. In a normal match.
I love how he had to say that. Payback.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Why would the first
the-
match have given that away?
Oh, just because Curtis Axel won?
I never knew
that's
that
like
match
all-
happened.
That's like all over the highlight reels. Well, I knew
No,
it
I never-
quite well.
I never knew that match happened.
Fair enough.
Never heard of that match before.
And then the last two matches were The Shield versus Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton for the tag titles, and the main event, John Cena versus Ryback in a 3 stages of hell match for the WWE Championship.
Okay. All right. I have my final pay-per-view.
Alrighty.
Pre-show match. Kane versus Zack Ryder.
Oh, good start. Is this in 2012?
Yes, it is.
Next match.
Christian winning a 20-man battle royal to get a choice of a United States or Intercontinental Championship match.
Over the limit.
Damn it. Yes.
I didn't even have to think about that.
Can I get one more?
No.
I'm going to do it anyway.
No.
One more. I got one that I think
Man.
will stump you.
This man really wants to stump me. This man is committed to stumping me.
One more.
We just got to
I
keep going
stumped
until
you
he stumps
twice
me.
already.
He wants to stump me one more time. He's just
I
going
know, I
to keep going
stumped you
until he
once
stumps
because
me
you
one more
didn't get
time.
fully loaded. Stumped you once.
Yeah, that's true.
Here we go. Last one before our next game.
All right, let's go.
Pre-show match. Adam Rose versus Fandango.
Oh, that's better start. Let's go.
5 stars.
2014? Exactly. 2014?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Next match.
The other pre-show match. Cameron versus Naomi.
Payback.
No.
You fooled me for a second there. I thought I had it. There was a pause. I thought this man was reconsidering life for a second. Like, how did this man get it before the actual matches again? Hold up.
Not again. You got it
No.
on the first match last time.
No, Christian.
That battle royal was not a pre-show.
I thought it was on the pre-show. Okay.
Nope. All right. Next match: the Usos versus the Wyatt family. 2 out of 3 falls for the tag team title.
Huh. Night of Champions.
No.
Next match.
AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas title.
Is this a big four?
No.
Okay. Next match.
Rusev versus Jack Swagger. Rusev wins by countout.
Battleground?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. I would do another one, but this game that we're doing next is gonna take a minute.
All right.
Actually, I need to do a quick setup here. The game that we are playing, we have not played this on the show this season. Last time we played was the last episode of season 1. We are playing creative storylines. We're each going to do one each. One storyline each. For those of you who don't know how this game works, I will randomly spin a wheel for 2 superstars. Depending on whose turn it is. Robby, you can go first.
All right.
Depending on whose turn it is, we must create a storyline, whether it's a rivalry or a tag team, between those 2 superstars. And show why we are better writers than the WWE creative team.
And why they
Or at
should
least I am.
definitely hire us. Or at least him. Maybe not me.
He's so supportive.
I'm supportive of my friend.
All right, let me put this on the wheel here.
Wait up.
I'm so glad I got
Doors
the wheel of names in dark mode now. So it's good.
Heck yeah, dark mode is the only way to go. If you go any other mode, you're insane.
Well, you see, wheel of names up until like last week didn't have dark mode.
Nah.
All right, here we go, Robby. Your first wrestler. Come on, give him someone irrelevant. I'm fully rooting against him, by the way.
God, you evil person.
Do you want to have the chance at an intergender / female rivalry, or do you want me to spin again?
Spin again, please.
Okay,
I want either full male or full female.
gotcha. Well, then in that case, right now it's Mandy Rose. Okay, so you're getting the full female rivalry, by the way, because it just spun another female.
Okay.
Mandy Rose and Dakota Kai.
Perfect. They just had a match for the title like not too long ago, so let's base it off of that.
Okay.
So let's just say Mandy wins, beats Dakota, and let's just say this loss really gets to Dakota. Okay, no, let's not go there just yet.
He said just yet.
We'll circle back to that. Okay, so this really gets to Dakota. You know, she just lost the women's tag titles after only holding them for 3 days. Her partner goes up to SmackDown without her, and now she's on NXT all alone, taking L's to Mandy Rose. She's really losing it. So she kind of goes on a bit of a rampage, let's just say.
An AEW, right?
You shut your mouth. So after the match, she's shown backstage. An interviewer approaches her, tries to interview her, asks her, what's going through your mind right now? You just took another L. How are you feeling? She goes berserk. She breaks everything. Just anybody in her way, including the interviewer, she attacks.
How about
Boom. We're pulling no punches here. And then let's just say she's throwing around a bunch of stuff, and Mandy and her partners, I'm not going to mention them, come backstage, and while Dakota's going on a rampage, she hits Mandy and knocks Mandy out, and Dakota just leaves nonchalantly. And of course, this gets.
I just realized why you said you weren't going to mention her partners, because you knew you'd have to spin for them.
Exactly.
Gigi Dolan and Josie Jane.
JC Jane, but yeah.
Josie Jane. It's the girl
Oh,
from
never
2K20.
mind, never mind. I just thought of it. Okay, moving on. This really heats Mandy up. This really heats Mandy. So the following week, Dakota Kai storms into the office of who's the general manager? I don't even think they have a general manager.
Hang on. Stand by.
Let's make a new general manager. Screw it.
Naomi.
Okay. General manager Naomi's
That's
office.
the first time the wheel has given me 3 females in a row.
And let's just say she demands a rematch for the title. And she says she believes that she can beat Mandy Rose. And Mandy, very upset still, comes in and says, well, if you want your rematch, you got to put something on the line as well. If you can't beat...
She Bowie. Bowie.
You shut your mouth. Okay.
All right, keep going.
Moving on from that terrible joke. Dakota says, if I cannot beat you, I do not deserve to be here. So it is title versus career. I think you know where this is going. They have a very good match. A very good match. And let's just say Mandy's partners get involved, but Dakota runs them off. And then Naomi comes out and tries to banish Mandy's partners from ringside. Let's just say through all this, Mandy gets distracted. Dakota rolls up Mandy. 1, 2. But wait, swerve. Naomi comes in and she breaks the pin up. Dakota Kai is shook, I tell you. Shooketh. Naomi slaps Dakota across the face. Mandy, out of the corner, hits her running, jumping knee of disaster, doom, spectacular, ooh-wah.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. 1, 2, 3. Mandy Rose still is NXT Women's Champion. Dakota Kai, the very next day, gets released. I told you I'd circle back to that. And now, Mandy Rose and Naomi, a heel Naomi, a general manager of NXT, by the way, are now a duo. Alongside Mandy's partners, they are a faction, and a very menacing faction, to say the least. And that's all I got. I wish I could go on further, but I kind of ran it out too fast.
I want to applaud you for getting around the fact that I would have had to spin for Mandy's partners.
Exactly. Loophole, son. Loophole.
That was good. I'll admit that. Okay. Who am I going to have to make a storyline between?
Who am I?
I
am
Angel Garza.
Okay, that's not where I thought that was going.
Well, that's who I spawned.
Okay.
The Angel Garza versus
Oh no.
Can I respin if the person is dead?
Who'd you get?
Jim Neidhart.
You know, I'll allow it.
Cool.
I'll allow it. Just because I want to see where this goes.
I don't want to bring in my time machine.
Just ask the New Day. They got one.
All right, here we go. Let's have a cruiserweight feud. Angel Garza versus Cedric Alexander. So let's actually start. This isn't going to affect the story much because it's going to be sort of a flashback type thing. Cedric Alexander was in a specific faction, but They kick him out and he's gone, let's just say for 6 months.
Mhm.
5.5 months later, 5 months later, Angel Garza, and you know what? Let's just give him a tag partner because I want to spin.
All right.
Angel Garza and Eric Bischoff are the tag team champions.
Karate Man.
Karate Man, yes. They lose the tag team titles to a tag team. It's not going to affect our story anyway. And Angel Garza turns on Eric Bischoff. I just needed something to get Angel Garza to be a single star.
Good
Angel
move,
Garza
Angel.
comes out to the ring, and throughout this next month, he issues an open challenge to anyone to prove that he's the best cruiserweight star on SmackDown Live. So he offers an open challenge to anyone. This goes on for a month with Angel Garza. No, let's go 2 months. For 2 months with Angel Garza getting one heck of a winning streak going on. I mean, he's beating big name cruiserweights, small name cruiserweights. He comes out one more time and says, I need a challenge. I need someone who hasn't been in the ring for a while. I need someone new. I need someone who can challenge me. I need a former champion. And as he says that, he starts to open his mouth to talk again. Hang on. Commercials. Commercials.
I just suddenly hear, "Oi!"
Commercials. Can't get copyrighted by Irish Spring. Okay. He starts to open his mouth again, then all of a sudden we hear I can't play anymore because we'll get copyright. But Cedric Alexander comes back with his old theme because yes, and basically calls out Angel. He wants a match with Angel. He wants it at, let's just say, Backlash. So the match is set. Cedric Alexander versus Angel Garza at Backlash. It's a good match. Good back and forth. No interference from anyone yet. Spoiler. No interference from anyone yet. In the end, Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check, but instead of rolling off, Angel flips over into a pin. 1, 2, 3, Angel wins. So the next week, Angel Garza is back in the ring again, ready to say something about his open challenge, but instead, he calls out the Cruiserweight champion, who is, please give me a Cruiserweight or else I have to spin again.
I'm sensing a lot of respins.
No, he's a Cruiserweight. Okay. I think he's we'll say he's a Cruiserweight because he's close. The Cruiserweight champion, Riddle. He's close.
Okay.
So Riddle comes out and Angel Garza says to Riddle he's proved that he can beat anyone in this division. He wants a title match right there and then. Riddle accepts, and we get the Cruiserweight title match. At the end of this match, Cedric Alexander comes out trying to help Riddle. But instead, he pulls a Johnny Gargano in 2018, accidentally hits Riddle with the Cruiserweight title. 1, 2, 3. Angel Garza is your new Cruiserweight champion.
All right.
Now, cut to next week. Angel Garza actually comes out and thanks Cedric Alexander. He wants to give him a gift. He wants to give him a title match. But as he's coming out to the ring for this title match, hang on. I have a story going.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Okay, we're pulling out the time machine. You know what? No, we said dead wrestlers don't count. It was Andre.
Oh boy.
She's a female. I I need a male because I have an idea.
Yes.
Oh,
man
that
needs
works
a man.
perfectly. No, that works perfectly. So as he's coming out to the ring, as Cedric Alexander is coming out to the ring, we hear a different theme song followed by an attack. And yes, I will play the theme song. I just need to make sure there's no ad. There's an ad.
Yikes.
So we hear, I want to quiz him. I want to see if he knows this theme song. Hang on, let me see.
Jordan Devlin.
We hear Jordan Devlin's theme. And all of a sudden, Jordan Devlin runs out and freaking clocks Alexander, throws him into the ring. The bell rings. Garza pins 1, 2, 3. Garza wins and retains his title. So this leads to a tag team matchup in the next SmackDown. If Cedric Alexander and who was the cruiserweight champ? If Cedric Alexander and Riddle win, Cedric Alexander gets his shot in a stipulation of his choice at Extreme Rules.
I thought you said the champion was Garza.
Former. Former champ. The one that Garza defeated.
Okay.
So it's Cedric Alexander and Riddle versus Jordan Devlin and Angel Garza. At the end, Garza goes to grab his title once again. Riddle knee strike to the title, basically making Garza hit himself with the title. Cedric Alexander lumbar check as Riddle hits the Bro Derek onto Jordan Devlin, who's trying to interfere. 1, 2, 3. Cedric Alexander gets a title shot. So we head to Extreme Rules. We do not know what the stipulation is. Cedric Alexander comes first and announces that the stipulation will be a dog collar match. First ever dog collar match in WWE history. We've had a strap match, never a dog collar. So, dog collar match happens. This is a great match. The ending spot. Cedric Alexander takes the chain, wraps it around Garza with one part going around his neck, and lumbar checks him with the chain around him. 1, 2, kick out.
Of course.
Garza goes for the wing clipper with the chain wrapped around Cedric's arms. Cedric gets out of it, hits an arm drag, another lumbar, this time with the chain just in a mound on Garza's back. 1, 2, 3, new cruiserweight champion. Thank you very much.
Very good. I like it. Very brutal.
Very brutal.
And I kind of want to see it. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, they're both in the company. Make it happen.
Why not? We can go TV 14 for one day.
Okay, so now we are going to play our favorite game. Guess the wrestler. We're going to play a few rounds of this and then we're going to head out. It's only 9:00. Come on. It's a Saturday. He's not going to bed until like midnight or something. I'm not going to bed until 2:30.
That's true. Although I am
we
kind of tired.
aren't
right
going to
now,
be
I'm
here
not gonna
until
lie.
that time.
I am kind of tired right now. I'm not going to lie. But I can do a few rounds.
Do you want to sign off?
You know what? Yeah, we should probably save it for next week because I'm not going to lie. I'm
Alright.
very tired.
Sure. We can save the game for next week.
Let's do it. Let's get the viewers hyped for something that they've seen before, but I got to see again.
So yeah, we'll play Guess the Wrestler next week. So yeah, we'll sign off. I mean, that's cool. I can play my games a little bit, and then we can get hyped up for next week.
Let's go.
All right. So yeah, that's it. We ended with a very good storyline, so I'm cool with that.
Way better than mine. I'm not going to lie, but then again, as per usual, it's better than mine.
Yeah, go look at all the other episodes that we played.
I'm not very creative. I'm going to admit it right now. I'm not creative at all.
No, let's give you some credit though. The one storyline that you had on the season 1 episode between Mojo and Seth and Cesaro,
Oh,
that was a good storyline.
I'm surprised you remember that.
I go back and watch the episode sometimes
Oh, okay, that's fair.
just to basically to see what I can do better.
Mhm.
So yeah, so thank you for watching. We always enjoy doing these. We'll see you next week. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. If you want the whole spiel that I did last week, go watch that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're grateful for all the views we get. We're grateful for the 15 subscribers that we get. So yeah, see you next week. That plaque on the wall is actually his now. So we're good.
It is. I took the time to switch it and everything just for you people.
And also, let's address this. Once I get this room set up, you guys will see space.
Space.
And actually, it's upside down. Oh no, it's not. It's not upside down.
Space. Clouds.
You guys will see space behind
Ooh,
me.
beauty.
Whether I'm facing this way or I'm facing that wall over there, we will find out.
Yes, sir.
So other than that, thank you. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you are and when you're watching this. Yeah, thank you. Peace.